Mandeep Jangra of India, and you can see in your picture there Scott Fitzgerald from England, who has provided us with some spectacular entertainment over the course of the last week or so. But this is his moment of truth, and this is going to be a fascinating contest. I know you're looking forward to this one immensely, Amir.
I'm looking for this one, and I'm looking for the next one after this one, but with Paula. But I like to see this was my division. This is my weight division as we speak. And I've been watching Scott fight yesterday. He put on a great performance. Strong kid, comes forward. You know, very aggressive as well. So you know, this will be a good fight because the Indian fighter as well is a good fighter. I mean, very skillful. So it's a tough one to call this.
This is a real 50-50 bout, and obviously we've got 4 English fighters in action tonight. One has already won a gold medal. Can Scott Fitzgerald make it too?
Algeria, Croatia and Finland. And this is 3 3-minute rounds of boxing to decide the 20th Commonwealth Games men's welterweight champion. But in the 69 kilo division, it's now time to meet the boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, representing England, Scott Fitzgerald. And in the blue corner, representing India, Mandeep Jangra. Referee for this one from Slovakia, Mr. René Just.
So the pre-fight instructions have been issued. Both boxers return to their respective corners, and there's the opening bell in a 69-kilogram welterweight final between boxers of contrasting styles, but both of them possess high levels of skill. The man in blue is a 12th ranked boxer in the world, and that is Mandeep Jangra. Boxer who just shipped a hard left hook from the man in red, and that's Scott Fitzgerald from Preston. Jangra likes to box in the manner that he's doing now, plenty of tempting and teasing. Then he gets on his bike and relies on his reflexes to score with lashing punches. Scott Fitzgerald, a classic boxer puncher who possesses plenty of pop in his punches.
The jab for Fitzgerald in this contest is going to be absolutely crucial. He's against a good mover, so as this Indian comes towards him, that's when he's got to pop out that jab. It's got to be sharp, it's got to be accurate. If you look at Jangra, he's got good movement, but his hands are very low. He's open to a jab, also the left up. So that's the shots I'd like to see Scott Fitzgerald throw here, but definitely get behind that jab, and that double jab to close the gap down. Very, very important.
Very seldom does he hold his feet. Mandeep Jangra uses every inch of the boxing ring, skitting around the middle before dashing in with daring combinations before retreating, invariably with his hands down. And he's got a problem with his footwear. He immediately brings the attention of the referee to that problem. So Fitzgerald just takes up residence in the furthest neutral corner while the repairs are carried out to Mandeep Jangra's footwear. Last thing he needs, given the way that he chooses to box, always up on his toes and gliding around the ring. So that's shot at close quarters from Fitzgerald.
That's good timing from Fitzgerald, and that's what he's got to get right here. Jangra, good mover, but he tends to jump into his opponent, gets caught there. That's lovely stuff.
Thunderous left hook put Jangra on the canvas. There was a follow-up left after his knees dipped initially. Said that Fitzgerald possesses quite a pop in his punches. Jangra's just experienced that firsthand, courtesy of that swift left hook to the chin. That was followed by another left, and there's another jolting left hand that causes the legs of Jangra to stiffen. Fitzgerald on the front foot, pinning his man to the ropes and working away to the body.
Good work from Fitzgerald. Basic, oh, the cut's opened up though, Fitzgerald. It's tremendous stuff from him, but that cut that he had in previous contests has opened up.
Fitzgerald sustained that cut in his second contest against Azuma Muhammad of Ghana. He's been boxing with it ever since, and he got through with the right hand over the top. It has opened up here in the first round. Said that it didn't bother him too much when it's opened up in previous bouts, but the corner are really going to have their work cut out to stem the flow of blood. More success from Fitzgerald. Right uppercut on the inside from Jangra. Cuffing right hand around the corner from the Indian boxer.
Just got to steady himself, Fitzgerald. What an opening round for the Englishman. Tremendous, but the corner have got some work. That's a bad, nasty cut. Timing's the key here, Fitzgerald, as his opponent comes forward, misses with his own shot and then gets caught with a superb left hook. Watch that. Oh, cracking punch there from Fitzgerald. Jangra coming forward with his hands low and almost paid the price of getting knocked out there. Tremendous from Scott Fitzgerald. That's where the heads clashed. That may have opened that cut up. 10-9, 10-9, 10-9.
Well,
although
the wrong score caption there.
They've got the girls up there. What's going on, Ronald?
Round 2.
Well, the opening round was undoubtedly a dominant one for Scott Fitzgerald, but what we've seen during the course of this Commonwealth Games is that just because a knockdown was scored doesn't necessarily mean that it will be 10-8 as it would be in the professional ranks in favour of the man who scored it. Fitzgerald, wearing red, representing England on the front foot, and has come out using his left jab terrific effectiveness. Left hand after a right cross was an absolute beauty from Fitzgerald. Left jab again, and he's working that most fundamental of punches wonderfully to begin this second round.
Yeah, simple basic boxing, keep the punches straight. If Jangra does jump in, then shorten the shot and produce the hook, bent arm punch, but just keep to your basic boxing here, Fitzgerald. The heads are rubbing again, the referee has got to say something here.
So approaching a minute gone in this second round. Fitzgerald, from our point of view, took the first, and again stepping in with that jab. It's in stark contrast to the Jangra jab. It's straight, it's hard. Jangra's tends to be more of a snaking variety, but Scott Fitzgerald, oh, and Jangra buckled over from a blow. Well, it was to the body. He's complaining that it's low. Referee's having none of it. The contest resumes. What a right hand! Jangra sent careening backwards into the canvas for the second time in the contest. Halfway through the second round. That's how long Jangra has to survive. Scott Fitzgerald has proved to be a terrific finisher, scoring a stoppage win in his opening bout. He's got Jangra in trouble and on rubbery legs.
Just got to steady himself now, keep the accuracy going, keep them punches straight. Jangra making the mistakes of coming forward with that low left hand. Look how low that left hand is. There's another right hand. He's going to walk onto another one. Referee gives another standing count.
So this the third count received by Mandeep Jangra. He's been on the canvas twice. This one of the standing variety with little less than a minute to go in this second round. Right hand once more. Everything from Fitzgerald hitting Jangra now, and every shot affecting him, seemingly down to his bootstraps. Jolting left hand once again. Fitzgerald firing that out in triplicate. Jangra trying to get his boxing back together behind a jab, but it appears to be an increasingly forlorn endeavour. Right hand around the corner, Jangra gets back to space of centre ring. Less than 30 seconds to go in this second round. Scott Fitzgerald enjoying another dominant session of boxing here in the welterweight final.
And what's impressive about this Fitzgerald is he's just getting back to his jab look, back to the basics. He's not getting too excited about the situation, boxing correctly, and has clearly won this round again. Well done, Fitzgerald, great display.
No knockdown, says the referee, as the bell sounds, and that hasn't come a moment too soon for Mandeep Jangra. On the floor, receiving a standing count. Let's listen in to Paul Wormsley.
They'll be pleased in that corner. It's all about the timing here. What a super shot that was. That's his best right hand thrown, right hand over the top. Jangra coming forward with that low left hand of his, but he kept it nice, plain and simple. There was another good right hand there on the side of the head. Great boxing from Fitzgerald. Jangra missing the target, jumping in and paying the price. Fitzgerald scoring well. Let's have a look at the scores. 2 10-8s, that'll do.
So as we prepare to go into the third round, this man has got it all to do. Scott Fitzgerald in complete control of this welterweight final.
Round 3.
We move into the third round. England's Scott Fitzgerald, wearing red, has been the master of the man wearing blue representing India, Mandeep Jangra. He put him on the floor in the opening round, put him on the floor in round number 2 with a beautiful right cross. Then Jangra had to take a second count as well. That was a standing count after getting himself into trouble once again. So now Fitzgerald just looking to box in a manner that he has done to this point in the bout, and that's perhaps what's been so impressive. He hasn't been loading up on his shots. He's let all of the power come from within his flow, and it's been too much for Jangra to withstand to this point.
The timing's been perfect from Fitzgerald, that right hand. He steadies himself with the jab, just waits for the attacks to come. See, his man's coming forward with low hands again. Very careless, this Indian. You cannot afford to make those type of mistakes at this level.
Good right hand to the body as Jangra tried to beat a retreat away from trouble. And Fitzgerald thought his place on this England team for the Commonwealth Games had gone. Lost in the regional stages of the ABAs this year after taking the title last year with a victory over the talented Luke Saunders in the final. This year he lost at the regional stages. Thought he was going to miss out on selection, but boxed very well indeed at a multi-nations tournament in Lithuania. That impressed the England selectors. So making it here almost by the back door, and how well has he boxed as he lands another crashing overhand right. Good left jab once again, jolts the Indian boxer backwards.
Just simple boxing from Scott. He's getting his time and adjusting his feet. Jangra throwing shots from all over the place, but his accuracy is awful. It really is. Low hands, he's inviting pressure, and for me, Fitzgerald still well in control.
Jangra continuing to box as he got through the beautiful corkscrew left hand and right over the top, but he's boxing in a manner that he's demonstrated all tournament long, but perhaps his reflexes have been dulled, his timing thrown off by the heavy punishment that he shipped from the punches of Scott Fitzgerald. Left hand inside was partially parried by Jangra. Right uppercut got through from the Indian boxer. Left, right, left from Fitzgerald. So Jangra is going to have to produce a knockout punch if he wants to claim top spot on the podium. Fitzgerald continuing to remain incredibly poised, using that left jab to terrific effect. Right hand over the top was another cracker from Fitzgerald. Lead left hook was just short of the target. The boxers end the contest at close quarters, and as the final bell sounds, there can be little doubt that 22-year-old Scott Fitzgerald from Preston will occupy top spot on the welterweight medal rostrum. The corner did a terrific job ensuring that that cut didn't play a significant role in the outcome of this contest. They staunched the bleeding. Fitzgerald remained focused on the task at hand and produced a punch-perfect display against the 12th ranked boxer in the world. Surely he's on the way to being crowned Commonwealth Games gold medalist here in Glasgow.
Absolutely fantastic performance from Scott Fitzgerald there. Basic boxing, his straight hand work was lovely, but there's a little left hook to the body at the end there. Superb timing, right hand especially, but for me that jab was crucial. Hit the target almost every time it went out there and just measured that distance and gap. The Indians, I think, know their man has been beaten. He's had a good tournament, but he's been well beaten here by Scott Fitzgerald. Tremendous.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we have our judges' score totals. All in agreement, the winner by unanimous decision. Now, gold medalist and Commonwealth Games men's welterweight champion in the red corner representing England, Scott Fitzgerald.
Scott Fitzgerald does a little dance around the boxing ring in time with the announcement that he has just been crowned the Commonwealth Games champion here in Glasgow 2014.
for our
A
silver
wonderful
medalist
display
representing
of
India,
fundamentally
Mandeep
sound
Jangra.
boxing. The jab was a thing of beauty during the course of that contest. It was a power jab, and it set up powerful punches from both the left and the right flanks. All in all, it was too much for Mandeep Jangra. He's had a terrific tournament, but the 12th ranked boxer in the world has to settle for Commonwealth Games silver, because that man, Scott Fitzgerald, using punches straight and true and conventional, has been more than a match for Mandeep Jangra. And the 22-year-old from the Larchers and Savick Boxing Club in Preston will occupy top spot, the gold medal position in the welterweight tournament. Handshakes all around, and his dad Dave, who is his coach, will be absolutely delighted and very proud of his son, who has just boxed superbly to earn himself a Commonwealth Games gold medal.
I mean, you said it, you know, your weight division, how impressed were you by somebody who, you know, may be joining you in the professional ranks at some point?
Yeah, very impressive. I mean, he put punches well together with power, speed. I mean, knocking his opponent down twice in the fight. I thought he was starting to look for the knockout, and he nearly got it. Well, great performance.
Fantastic, Scott. Many, many congratulations. Commonwealth champion, eh?
Yeah, Commonwealth champ. I can't believe it, you know. When I found out I would come in here about 8 weeks ago, realistically, I just wanted to win at least a fight, you know. I've come here and won the whole competition. I can't believe it. It probably won't sink in for a bit.
Just tell us, you're in the heat of the battle, I know, but just take us back a few weeks when you lost in regional qualifying. You must at that point have thought, that's it, my Commonwealth Games are over.
I just doubted myself completely, and yeah, I thought there was no chance of me getting picked, you know. And I went and had a good competition in Lithuania, and the coaches picked me, and I've got to thank them for showing faith and picking me, and I've proved a lot of people wrong who thought I shouldn't have been picked, and I've come and won the gold, so I'm really made up.
He was pretty impressed, I tell you.
Oh, very impressed. Yeah, great performance it was.
Yeah.
You put him down. Did that give you extra confidence in the
yeah,
fight?
because I knew he's ranked high in the world, 8th or 12th or something. But I'm pretty inexperienced internationally, and going into it, I knew that was playing a bit on my head. I was focused, but it was there in the back of my head, and putting him down early, which I knew I'd hurt him with the shots as well. Really give me the confidence. And then
Listen, one of the team just put that round your neck, but somebody's going to put something else around your neck in about half an hour's time. Will that be the best moment of your life, do you think?
This whole experience of being here, has been the best experience in my life, and getting the gold, is just next level now.
Well, it's well deserved, Scott, and you've been great to watch all week.
Yeah,
Many
thanks
congratulations.
a lot.
Great to talk to you. And I know we've got Tom Daly and Usain Bolt as rival attractions elsewhere. We've got Anthony Fowler and Joe Joyce coming up here later on tonight. So I'm sure there's plenty more boxing.